Hey everybody, welcome back. We're going to continue our Odyssey of grave robbing, like bad people do. You might say they're looking for cryptocurrency.
Oh,
Boo.
yeah, that's good. Yeah, on the old timey this, I love that.
We lost Marty.
Oh, he
So
was
last
sucked
time you-
into the timeless void.
Last time you stumbled into a tomb and there was a Bitcoin mining operation there.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible.
But here we are.
Too early for me to keep up with you yet.
Here we are in the necropolis, where you've got a series of tombs of Dragonlords that you have to go through, and you're here to claim the first Dragonlord's weapons, Xander, because why not? It's one of your great labors. The prophecy told you had to do it, so you better do it.
That's right.
And Kyrah is walking you through tomb by tomb, and the last time you stumbled across the first tomb, which was the tomb of Telemach, who was, he was a guy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you killed him in undeath and took his stuff.
Pretty good.
That's literally what I wrote in my notes.
All right, well, everybody's on the same page.
You're the official transcriber of events.
Yeah, I literally said we kill him again and we take his stuff.
What else is there to do with him?
He deserved it, probably.
Probably.
Telemach the White, as we called him.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, no more.
Too white.
Okay. Would we like to move on to the next tomb? Or is there anything else anybody would like to do at this point?
I don't
Are we
think
keeping
so.
track of treasure? Because I'm sure not.
I think Marty's got,
Got
it
it.
now.
We got a mithril breastplate, which is on Andromeda, and a mithril shield, which unless someone else can use it, I'll carry for now. But if anyone else is...
Take my one level dip in fighter or whatever.
There you go. Well, then we will hold on to it, because I would probably prefer a wooden shield anyway.
It's worth
Also, it's
the
worth
investment.
500 gold if we want to just unload it.
Somewhere Pythor heard that and he's smiling.
I
That's
need to-
my girl. Yeah. Looking like a rogue, taking levels in sorcerer. Nonsense. Come on to the fighter side. Wield
Listen,
my
I'm
hammer.
just considering it.
It's worth a couple dips.
It's a thought
Okay.
experiment.
Yeah. Okay. So, on to the next tomb. So, as you continue through the necropolis, you recall it's set in the side of this. It's into the side of the cliff face where a lot of the tombs are built into it. And the second tomb that you come across has a beautiful sarcophagus hewn from bright white marble within it. And the lid of the tomb, or the lid of the sarcophagus, is carved with the likeness of a handsome warrior wearing a suit of armor that is more ornamental than practical. And the carvings that line the walls depict the great battles of the First War. But there's clear emphasis in these murals on the beauty of the dragon rider rather than the prowess of his combat. And the inscription on the tomb reads, Adonis Nerdagon, oath sworn of Raspytrion, most beautiful of Dragonlords, if but his sword work had been as beautiful.
If but.
Kyrah
Who's
says
the oath
that,
sworn to? Sorry. Who was the oath sworn to?
To Raspytrion.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Kyrah explains that Adonis was one of the Dragonlords that followed Xander across the seas, and he was not particularly well liked by his peers.
Too pretty.
He was known for his beauty and wealth, and his tomb is consecrated. So, anybody want to go messing with that? Huh?
He was on light. We might be able to
He
get
was
some
also-
backup.
He is also canonically a bad fighter, so we could probably beat him up.
It's true.
Yeah, but there's the grave robber.
This
curse.
is one of the graves
Yeah.
that is consecrated, though,
Yeah.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you would incur
We
the
would,
curse of the grave robber if you took anything from this tomb.
which didn't look great when we saw it. So
Yeah, I'm gonna say no to that one.
There's a
Okay.
there's an old satyr in the background, like barely hanging on to life.
we should get him to rob this grave for us too.
Ah,
There we go.
I mean, you already are cursed.
Damn it! Yeah, the curse is set.
It's a
Thing.
loophole, man.
Yeah.
A bag of rats.
No, I will just quietly flip off the tomb and then feel bad about it.
On to the third tomb.
Third tomb.
All right, so the third tomb. This tomb has disturbing images that adorn the walls. Rather than heroic battles, the carvings depict a man slaughtering unarmed dryads and satyrs in gory detail. Clear pain and fear mark his victims' faces. In one panel, his dragon companion appears to beg for mercy on behalf of a group of nearby creatures. A blood-red marble sarcophagus bearing the man's image from the murals sits in the center of the room. The tomb inscription reads, Estor Archelander, oath sworn of a Kyrania, and this is not a consecrated tomb.
Good.
Fuck this guy. Let's get him.
Yeah,
Who was he
Just gonna
sworn
try
to?
and-
Everybody's ready to just rush in.
He was
Yeah.
sworn to
I'm gonna try and,
Belmetria,
like-
right?
Mhm.
Is that right?
What's this?
His dragon was Belmetria. Is that right?
No, apparently his oath sworn dragon was a Kyrania.
Okay. Oh, but was that Belmetria's mate? It's not that important, but I thought, I don't remember.
I think Balmetria, I think she was sworn of Xander, wasn't she?
Okay.
I could be wrong.
And
Go
sorry,
back and look at my notes.
we'll find out.
which one's the ghost captain? Is that
This
Esther?
one's-
That's
Okay.
that's Esther.
Okay.
So good news, he won't be here.
Good. Yeah. Double profit. Let's pull apart this tomb.
I'm gonna try and like stand in front of the gross dryad slaughtering murals to hopefully block Naya's eyes from them a little bit.
I already saw. Very high perception. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it and study it closely. Just to remember. Can't turn your a blind eye to these kinds of sad truths about the world.
Mm. Kyrah is actually very quiet. She's not entering the tomb at all. She's sort of standing off, looking as if she's impatiently wanting to move on.
She doesn't want us to face this guy.
I just don't think she wants to be near the tomb.
Wow.
All right,
Does-
so you're
does
going to
she
go in
seem-
and open the tomb?
Yeah, she was like,
Does she seem disapproving of us going in and doing this?
No, it doesn't seem like it has anything to do with you.
Okay.
She's just put off by the tomb. Very cold
Right.
reaction to the tomb in general.
she got like this during the play too, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys are going to go in and open Esther's sarcophagus?
Yeah. How do we want to? So it's just like right. It's in front of us, and it's a thing we need to engage with strength or with craft or something to.
Yeah, there's no check. It's not. You've got a big lion with you, so it's not heavy enough that
Okay.
you wouldn't be able to just move it.
Does Kyros need help moving it, or can Kyros get it himself?
No, yeah, any one of you could actually do it. You could probably struggle through it.
Okay.
Say any one
well,
of you.
just on
There's
the
some
on
of
the
you that
off
have low
chance,
strength, but you could do it.
on the off chance that something pops out of it, maybe we should be ready. If only one person can open it, could do it on their own. Maybe one of us opens it, and the rest of us are ready in case a can of snakes opens up and pops out at us. No offense.
Wait, you all don't want to stand within a 5-foot radius as you're opening this? Is that not the plan?
In burst zone, just employing a little. Ever since I put on this crown, I know certain things are occurring to me, and I'm just like, yeah, maybe. Look, I'll get the door if you want, and you guys can watch out. So,
I'd actually like to stay back with Kyrah.
Okay.
Want to hang out with her. She seems uncomfortable, so.
It wasn't the can of snakes reference, was it?
Oh.
Sorry, I don't mean any offense. Just please.
No, this is Delta's Delta's personal quest is to out Kyrah every step that she can.
She's sus.
I'm right there with you. Yeah, mental high five. Gotcha. I'm gonna give you inspiration
also,
if you need it.
Before the play, she had privately confided in me, so I just, if it's noticeable that she's uncomfortable, I would like to stay back with her as sort of moral support, especially since we don't think that there's going to be anything wrong with the tomb. I can rush forward if there is anything wrong. So
sure. Like I said, I'm giving you inspiration.
Yeah,
because I can.
Delta, make a persuasion check.
Make a persuasion check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a nice little charisma check.
Alrighty.
I guess you can use your inspiration.
Okay, that'll be a 21.
Wow. Okay. Kyrah kind of like silently scooches towards you and like rests her head on your shoulder.
I'll move some snakes out of the way to make it easier.
Plus, they don't want to get squished. They're probably like, "Oh,
yeah,
Mom."
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be looking at the horrific murals, but ready for anything once.
Okay.
I'd like to pick up the door and throw it as far as I can.
Oh, okay.
Okay, great. I'm
Smashes
ready.
against the wall, breaks into pieces.
Discus this thing.
And inside the sarcophagus is nothing. Empty.
Son of a bitch!
It sucks even in death.
What bullshit is this? When you have a tomb, you put stuff in it.
See, this is where the phrase "nothing can defeat us" comes to mind in a different way. Is there a way to maybe is there maybe a false bottom or anything hidden inside of it?
You could do an investigation check to see if there's anything that you can find.
Okay. While we're investigating this tomb, I'm going to ritually cast Detect Magic. So as we go through, we have a better chance of eyeballing what's in each tomb.
Got it. Yeah, there's nothing magical that you can see in this tomb.
Okay.
I only rolled a 13.
13. Yeah. You can tell with a 13 that it looks like nothing was ever entombed here. That just literally remained vacant for the life of the tomb.
So more of a symbolic memorial than an actual burial site.
Or
makes you wonder, where's Esther's remains at?
Yeah, well. Right,
maybe he's walking around
because he doesn't have remain. Right, I mean that's just I just take my axe and I just hit the ground. This is stupid.
Drag. All right. Well, I think there's more to this. What do you think, Naya?
Delta gain 9 temporary hit points because I cast a divination spell. Yeah, I think he's just the worst even now. He's just finding ways to be the worst always. I try really hard not to hate people. And I hate this guy so much.
I'll put a hand on Naya's shoulder. It's okay. When we find him, I'm going to claw up all his furniture and then murder him.
Wow.
That means a lot, Kyros. Thank you.
You're really hardcore, Kyros.
I don't like when I'm promised treasure and then I don't get any treasure.
Mm-hmm. That's truly the worst thing you did. Thank you, Kyros.
All the stuff, the door I smashed, too.
True.
Yeah. I won't even let the mountain stop me from getting to him.
Okay.
Big words.
True courage.
All right. Is everybody ready to move on from this
Yeah,
very depressing tomb?
I wish I had, like, destructive spells that I could unleash on this place, and I don't.
Well,
So I just storm out.
I guess, because I have my steed with me. I have Polly, the pony.
That's
so,
right.
All you know, yeah.
so Andromeda will just command Polly to take a dump in his tomb.
Courage.
There you go.
Polly.
A celestial dump.
Courage. That never goes away, right? That's how that works.
amazing how often the notion of whether or not summoned creatures have feces has come up in games. This is not the first game where this notion has come up. Philosophically, like, can you have them do? Well, I'm not questioning it. I think it's not.
We're all star stuff.
Yeah,
We all go to that place.
Well, we're setting a precedent here. Apparently,
I
in
love it.
Thylea,
Yes.
species for summoned companions do exist.
Some things
Wow.
are consistent across all D&D players.
I love
Can I
it.
fireball
yeah, exactly.
To summon creatures' poop
No?
Right.
is their treasure.
Okay.
So
So there's now a big pile of poly poo poo. A lot of peas.
be cute.
Okay. And thank you.
Properly
And
desecrated the tomb.
That means a lot.
Let's move on to the next one. Okay, the next tomb is lined with murals of grand battles. The murals feature an imposing woman riding a bronze dragon. The main panel depicts the heroic warrior triumphing over a group of formidable-looking minotaurs. 6 minotaur skeletons are arranged like guardians around the sarcophagus, and the sarcophagus has been painted with the likeness of the woman from the murals. And the inscription on the tomb reads, Rizon Phobos, oath sworn of Sepulchrax, and this is a consecrated tomb.
Yeah, let's not touch the cool lady, too. Or else 6 minotaurs are going to come get us.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. 8 minotaurs.
Kyrah explains that Rizon was a rival of Xander's and was one of the riders who came to Thylea 5 centuries ago. She was largely responsible for the defeat of the Minotaur armies in the First War.
Interesting. So these guardians, did she ally with them eventually? Like, did she conquer them and become their sort of spokesmodel? Or are these guardians sadly cursed to guard the tomb of their conqueror?
Yep, more the second.
Oh,
Probably that one.
It's really depressing. This is the more depressing tomb for me. These poor bastards.
These people are the worst. I don't see why they're here.
Right? Fuck these. Right?
Is there anything magic apparent with detect magic?
The 6 Minotaur skeletons.
Yeah.
Right, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
that-
Necromantic reanimated dead. That makes sense.
Yeah. Figured that. No, it's
You
fine.
can't see through the tomb, through the sarcophagus, I mean, itself.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, too thick. That makes sense.
No, it's consecrated anyway, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not looking for that curse, but good to know they're all the worst.
It's consistency is key. At least you can say they were that. I am confused as to who the good guys are, and I'm starting to think there aren't any good guys.
Oh, what's
they
that?
They all suck.
You want to listen to your DM now? Okay. Better late than never.
Kyros is not very smart.
All right, well, let's continue looking at the bad guys' tombs.
Andy has thought this for a while.
Well, I mean, like the beautiful guy Adonis or whatever, he wasn't liked by the other ones, so would he technically be kind of a good guy? I mean, he didn't really do much, right?
He'll be a douche nozzle.
Yeah, it depends.
He still ravaged our homeland with a dragon.
You know, like...
He didn't have like a whole bunch of murals with like him slaughtering people, though.
No, because he only cared about
because he wasn't a good fighter.
Pretty he looked.
Yeah.
What's important is your dad is... Should we keep going?
We should.
Yes. I was just trying to look for a light in the darkness.
The next tomb has torchlight that seems to properly... Oh, the torchlight does not seem to be able to properly illuminate the floor, the ceiling, or the walls of the tomb. It looks like it's covered in slick black substance that appears to shift and quiver.
That's not
good. The only object you can clearly make out in the next tomb is a gray marble sarcophagus with the features of a man, and the inscription on the tomb reads, Cosmophobus, son of Rizon Phobos. And Kyrah explains that Cosmo was the firstborn son of Rizon, and he succeeded Xander as the next leader of the Dragonlords. This tomb is not consecrated.
Ching.
But it's full of moving shadows.
Yeah, it sounds dope.
Great.
I can't help but imagine him looking like Michael Richards because his name is Cosmo.
That's what I was thinking.
Kramer.
Just giant hair
any
sticking out of his
apparent
helmet.
Magic?
No.
Yeah.
How about a children magic? He is the child. There's a children magic.
That's right.
The walls and the ceiling shift in blacky murkiness as you look in.
Yeah, there's no
the light spell.
There's no magic present here, which means that is for sure some kind of creature.
Naya, can you cast light to see what it does to your light?
Do you have light?
I think Naya does.
I can cast light.
Yeah.
Please do. See if it shrinks.
You want to cast it on something and throw it in there, kind of thing, or do you want me to walk in the middle of that room?
No.
I'm going to say, as a doomed person, I'm not doing that.
I'll take one of my javelins. Can you cast it on the edge of the javelin?
Yep. I'll cast it on a javelin.
To be killed by something else, they probably can't hurt me.
Actually, maybe I'm looking at this all wrong.
Right?
Yeah. Your doom protects you.
This is not the monster that's fated to kill me, so yeah. I should start walking more.
Ever since I put this thing on, I'm telling you, I'm starting to see things differently.
Yeah, the monster's only 2 feet next to you. Okay, so I take my javelin and I reach as far as I can into... with just the javelin tip, I don't want like my hand to cross any of this shadow plane. Just to see how it reacts.
So you're just gonna kind of put your javelin in.
Yeah.
All right. So the black murkiness that is on the ceiling drops and falls under the tip of your javelin, which immediately corrodes. Mm-hmm. And that pudding-like substance falls to the floor.
Ah, crap!
Sort of corroding and eating away at your javelin. So you can remove one javelin from your list.
My inventory, my javelin. I might need that later.
Weren't they adamantine or mithril? Does it go through that too?
I do have
magical weapon.
I do have regular javelins, and I probably would have not wasted an adamantine.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, Kyros just has a bandolier of javelins.
It's not my good javelin.
Not the
These
company
all have
javelin.
weird responses to different energies too, so we have to be careful with how we deal with these things. Is it big? Is it like a big thing?
It is a large-sized ooze, sir.
Gotcha.
Is it aggressing?
That was just the one on the ceiling. That was not the ones that were on the wall.
Right, grab.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh no, food can hurt you.
Can I make some sort of check to recall what I may know about, like any weaknesses, the best way to deal with these things, things to watch out for, any sort of monster knowledge about them? What would you like me to use? History, Arcana, Nature?
Where do you think Nyrix would have learned about it?
Well, I mean, if they're naturally occurring creatures, then I guess life. Like you learn about it.
Check?
A nature check, sure. If they're natural creatures, but if they're like magical creatures or something, like I don't know what to approach it with.
Yeah,
so
let's see.
I guess nature.
I would
they're
say
just
nature.
That's their test.
A 14.
A 14. You think that? So you're not sure that there's any necessarily weaknesses, right? Anything that harms them, but you do know that things like acid and cold, lightning, and even slashing don't seem to do much against them, or at least are not as effective against them.
Okay.
I lay down and die. Because this thing.
And you also seem to think that if there's more than one in here, that's probably a bad place to go while they're in there.
Yeah. Acid, cold, and slashing are things that are not ineffective, and lightning.
Acid, cold, right? Lightning, and slashing. Yep.
Yeah, I will communicate that to my allies. Share the
damage immunities, not even damage resistance. Yeah. Damage immunities.
Wow. Okay. Good to know.
It does seem to be staying in the tomb, though. It doesn't seem to come out of the tomb. It was happy to have feasted on the javelin, but it's staying in there.
Has it consumed the javelin, or is it consuming the javelin?
Probably while you were studying it, it consumed the spear end of the javelin.
So it rapidly. Okay. And they are sort of just hanging around, waiting for something to come in, or are they oozing out towards us?
Just waiting around, hanging out in the tomb.
Okay, well, guess we have a little.
Maybe we save this one for last.
Sure.
Would be our desserts. Ooze.
Man, crazy gross. Yeah, I'm content to walk away. For now, we can get it on the way out if you want. But I'm just going to hard nope on this.
This was a success. Yep. This was a successor to Xander. Does that mean that they bonded with Xander's dragon?
It doesn't mention that on the tomb, actually. And
does it mention that they're bonded with one, but they were the next Dragonlord boss, right?
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, they. Kyrah explains that they could have, he could have had his own dragon he was bonded with.
Sure.
You don't necessarily pass dragons along. And typically that's not what you see happen, because the dragons and the mates through the ritual of the bonding with the Dragonlord to the dragon it's pretty intense.
Right.
Carries some baggage with it.
So you said there were torches that weren't shedding much light, but they have fire?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess, if you guys want to walk away, we can walk away. But no, I'm just saying. Like, I don't want to go against the party, but I think we can fight them if we want, like with fire or something.
Yeah, I just don't want to punch ourselves out on puddings if there's anything bigger. But if we come back and there's nothing bigger, then we can punch ourselves out on puddings.
That's buffet
I love
rule
that as
number
a
one.
euphemism. Right,
Never go hard on puddings.
Guys, we can't punch ourselves out on puddings here.
Yeah, like what you were saying, Nyrix, is it doesn't take slashing or lightning damage. Those are the two kinds of damage I can do. Like, I got nothing. I can't hit it with my axe. I can't throw my javelin at it. I'm gonna poke it with the trident, and then that trident's gonna melt. It's gonna keep melt. I'm gonna melt all of my armor, all of my weapons. I don't have a club. I have tridents, javelins, and an axe.
We can cantrip snipe it if we come back to it.
Fire.
Yeah, look, you all are much better equipped to deal with it. I'm just saying.
Right.
That's what Kyros would think. And I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Sorry. You all decide what you're doing, and I'll just do it. He's not
groovy.
So Kyros goes in and distracts the puddings while you all loot the tomb.
That's right.
Is that the plan?
That's right.
Reverse psychology on the
just hit point sponges it up.
Here I am.
Takes a lot of primary pseudopod attacks.
He punches himself out with puddings.
That's right.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Let's see what else is in the necropolis, and we'll.
Sure. If they're not oozing out after us immediately.
Yeah,
that's smart. We can definitely save this as an amuse-bouche.
We got to come back out this way.
The next tomb. Two identical clay statues of a handsome man stand on either side of a gray marble sarcophagus. The sarcophagus is carved with the same likeness as the clay statues. He can also be seen throughout the tomb's murals, which depict him as a man of immense wealth. Inlays of gold, silver, and precious stones glitter from the murals, all in sharp contrast to the fading colors that surround them. And the inscription reads, Myrto the Magnificent. Kyrah explains that Myrto was the grandson of Adonis, and he used the family wealth to bribe the other Dragonlords so that he would be elected the leader after the death of Cosmo.
Third leader.
The third leader, bribed into leadership.
It's a true politician.
The history of the Dragonlords just gets better and better.
These guys totally suck. I think we should murder all of them.
Oh, by the way,
We're
this
the chosen.
is not consecrated. And let's see.
Drive into leadership. Myrto the Magnificent. I mean,
what a name.
I thought he was going to be like the court magician or something.
Yeah, what terrible thing did this guy do? Sorry.
He was the son of the douche nozzle guy who was Mr. Pretty Guy, who everyone hated because he was too pretty. He's the grandson of him, excuse me. And he is very handsome and wealthy, and he used his inherited wealth to bribe his way to getting the other Dragonlords to elect him the third Dragonlord leader. So he was the leader after Rizwan.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Gross. Yeah, gross.
Or Cosmo, excuse me. Cosmo.
Yeah, it's a real Iron Man situation.
Yeah, great.
Yes.
Glad your dad handed you all this stuff.
Well, it looks like an awful lot of colonizer wealth in there that I have no problems reclaiming, and it's not consecrated, so I'm just saying.
Door.
Anything, obviously, magic from the street here?
Magic from the street.
I don't. So there's probably some type of magic around those clay statues.
Okay. I will point them out. Something very suspiciously.
And then the center one looks like him too, but it's just a head. It's like a bust.
Oh, the center one is just the depiction on the tomb.
Yeah, it's carved into the tomb.
So the two statues look like him, and his depiction is also on the tomb.
Two statues are dimensionally proportional to a human-sized, like medium creature.
They're actually large sized.
So they're large. They're big versions of. It's like that Star Trek episode, original series. Who cries for Adonais or something? Anyway, something like that. Okay. Well, these statues feel like they're going to kill us. Or try to. Right?
They will certainly try. I would expect that, yes.
Okay. Does the center one look like a door? The tomb? Is it like the actual...
It's a sarcophagus. It's just
right.
Just like all the rest. Yeah, push the lid open. Right. Probably a body within there.
Right. Spring up like Nosferatu. Okay. Well, we open it?
I would like to, but now I wonder from my own words if it's not wiser to just check everything on the way in, focus on getting Xander's stuff or whatever we're here for that, and then on the way back out, take on whatever we think. Because this is an awful lot of...
Do a quick tour.
Yeah, open
see what's around.
Every door, look in.
Then
it's the let's make a deal
We're
version.
checking how many light switches, how many plugs, does the fridge work? Right. Got it. We're checking the apartment, kicking tires and shit. Okay. Fine. So that was the sixth tomb.
Well, and all right. So you're gonna
maybe you don't have a choice. If we walk away, the statues are gonna be like, "No, fuck you."
Hey, then that's on their conscience.
One of the two clay golems frowns as you leave.
He outed himself as a golem, though.
No, I'm not a golem. That one's a golem.
Nah, he is a golem. I'm a caryatid. My buddy's on break.
You can hear the one just being like, "Come on. Come on."
I know, right? Come on. Oh, they were so close. Oof.
I just pulled up the stat block and I'm like, CR9, 2 of them?
Ooh.
So, you guys do what you want.
Golems are no joke.
Quick, hit it with all our psychic damage.
Yeah, exactly. No. That's what I have in my pocket. Well, I have a little bit more, but...
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Let's move on to the next tomb.
Tomb 7.
This sarcophagus in the tomb is, it depicts an athletic woman of regal bearing. Murals in the tomb show her competing in foot races, javelin throwing, and other competitive games. Always at her side is a man in a cloak that resembles the one worn by the lich that guards the necropolis. And the inscription reads, Isidore Kyorath.
What was it again?
Isidore. And Isidore, here
what's the second part of her name?
Huorath. Huorath. Huorath.
Okay.
She was the granddaughter of Xander. Daemon served as her chief advisor when she ruled the Dragonlord. After she died, Daemon essentially retreated from life in the city of Mitros and came to the necropolis to be its guardian, to watch over her in particular.
So Daemon was her boyfriend.
No, Daemon was her chief advisor. Well, yeah, I guess you could read into that. Her chief advisor.
Yeah,
right.
Or her Alfred or something.
Her attaché.
Yeah. This tomb is consecrated, and Daemon has vested interest in it. So Kyrah,
I don't think
this is definitely one that
hard pass.
Unless you want to deal with the curse and a lich.
No.
Yeah, speaking of,
I'm gonna leave flowers.
CR20
from the mouth of the valley. You just hear, don't.
Yeah, don't you fucker.
Don't.
I'm gonna leave flowers and fruit, off libations, a little bit of weed.
Okay, the next tomb.
Would you call her the Zan daughter? Because she's the granddaughter of Xander?
Aww.
Inspiration. Inspiration.
Yes! That's why you want to hurt me. You're like, I have to give it to him.
Were any of these folks diabetic, do you think? Is that
They were.
No? Okay. I'll give myself inspiration.
I was gonna go more for a playoff of Isidore. No, that's a tomb.
Oh, inspiration. That's a good.
Thank you. I'll take it.
Nice. I like it. Myrtle the Magnificent. That's how I hear his name.
I feel like Sadie's hanging around Murto's too.
Right?
With Paulie, they're all hanging out, like talking about their names.
Yeah. Hey.
I just need her to give me
Just
99
a bunch of cool guys with a bunch of cool names.
Okay, the next tomb. The walls of the tomb display the brutal behavior of a king with a glint of madness in his eye. The main panel shows his downfall at the hands of the god Pythor. And at the center of the tomb is a black marble sarcophagus carved in the image of the Mad King. The tomb inscription reads, Lysis Archelander. And Lysis was the great-grandson of Esther. He was the last of his family to rule Astoria. And they had ruled Astoria as kings for over a century, but Lysis proved to be a mad tyrant who basically stained the throne with wanton murder and torture, and Pythor, who was unable to stand by, overthrew him and took the throne.
It's consecrated?
Oh, this tomb is not consecrated.
It's the first good thing I've heard about your father.
Python?
Yeah. Any apparent magic?
No apparent magic. No big
no
minotaur skeletons or evil clay golems or black puddings hanging about either.
Finally.
And it's a black sarcophagus.
It is. Black marble.
And depicting the Mad-Eyed King.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Shall we? Try to open this?
Door.
Maybe there's a trophy you could take back to your dad.
Kyros opens it. And it's not trapped. This one's not even trapped. There's nothing to it. Nobody liked this Lysis guy.
He sucks. Let me get his stuff.
Inside is a bronze breastplate and a bronze shield.
Oh.
Both are inscribed with platinum, and both are worth 500 gold pieces each.
No, that's pretty good.
Steal his stuff and then sell it.
Yeah, sounds good. Cool. Worth 500 each?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a cool grand.
Yeah.
Just shove them both in the bag of holding. Do we have a bag of holding? I don't even know. I don't think we do. Never mind.
We're just hanging things off of your javelins.
Yeah, it's in the backpack.
You're just treasure
Just
skewers.
armholes, just loop it through.
I imagine Kyros looks like a turtle shell of like goods.
Yeah,
like he could literally hunch over and just be fully protected.
big fan of javelins.
It's a gigantic fucking backpack.
And I can't turn around because I have the backpack. It just keeps hitting on the walls.
Oh,
Somebody knocks you prone, you fall on all the stuff, and you like can't get up.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Someone roll me.
Cool. So we got that one.
The next tomb.
The ninth tomb.
A bronze statue of a man stands watch over this tomb. The murals on the walls of the tomb depict the man leading an army of hoplites in several clashes against the centaurs in the grasslands north of the Archelon River. That was the one north of Astoria. The man is shown wearing a simple bronze breastplate, and his sarcophagus is entirely unadorned. The inscription reads, Ochos Archelander. Ochos is another in the Archelander family. He was a soldier rather than a king. And about all you see. You see a big, imposing bronze statue directly behind the sarcophagus.
Unconsecrated.
Oh, this one is not consecrated.
Any magic?
That statue looks awful suspicious.
And
It's
that's
not made of clay. It's made of
Metal, which means
hard metal.
It'll really murder us.
and the statues of Chad Ochocinco. Is that correct?
That is Chad Ochocinco. That is
yeah, right. Ochocinco Arcolander.
Mm-hmm.
Which was the year in which he passed away, I guess.
He really should be the 8th tomb, not the 9th tomb.
Yeah,
right.
That did bother me.
Well, yeah, I'll kind of like at the statue.
You want to fight it?
Oh, we can put it on the list. Yeah. Although it does look like a soldier's grave here, so I don't know that we're going to get a ton of stuff. Like that Murtos guy, like has
bang
Get the good shit.
the money of my people.
Murto
They
the
took
Magnificent. That's right.
and gems that he almost certainly took out of Thylean soil. So him, I'm very mad at. I want to go back there and fight those guys.
Right.
This guy, I don't know. He's an Arcolander. That sucks.
Right.
I mean, I guess if you pushed enough, you could find a reason to defile all of these, right?
Yeah. Look, I mean, he killed a bunch of centaurs. That's not great to me. But yeah, I don't know. We'll get back around.
Centaurs are aggressive. I mean, conflict. It takes two to tango, oftentimes. But who knows? He seems like he's less of an ego douche, unless he's less. He's simpler, more about the job.
Yeah. Well, not a lot of people.
Who knows?
It's not written down a lot, but the centaurs also have a curse, and it's to have no chill, and it's been a real problem for them historically.
I know that. Yeah.
They don't have an off switch. It's difficult.
Okay. So are we gonna put this on the list and continue on our shopping stroll?
Yeah.
The 10th.
How many more tombs between us? And
1, 2, 3.
how long before we hit the kids section?
So there's 5 tombs left in total.
There's 5 tombs left. Okay.
The final tomb being Xander's. Okay.
Okay. Cool. So 10th tomb.
Yeah, we're gonna do a quick lap of the mall to make a list of what we want, and then we'll come back and start.
I can find a bathroom.
It's budgeted.
Okay. All right, the next tomb. Soot darkens the floor and walls of this tomb.
Oh, Nyrix, if you're looking for the bathroom, it's back there in Esther.
It's with the ooze.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Exactly. The ooze room.
Sitting amongst the soot is an ornate sarcophagus in the center of the room, carved with the likeness of a young man. Its lid has been left slightly ajar. Footprints in the soot suggest that this crypt has been visited in the recent past. The tomb inscription reads Dorian Nordagen. Dorian was the last of his family to take up the mantle of Dragonlord. And soot on the walls and the floor seem to foretell that somebody has been here looting this tomb and caused some type of fire-based trap to go off.
Sure.
And the footprints, are they moving? Are they directed from the interior of the tomb out, or do they appear to be oriented like the person was at the tomb, set off this scorching thing, and then they sort of reacted and ran away or something? Mm-hmm. More like that. Okay.
Yeah. The footprints lead out. Yeah, it looks like got to the tomb, boom, something happened, and then I survived. Thank God. I'm getting out of here.
Right. I'm gonna go take a nap in that shadowy room. Right. Okay. Well, that means maybe if it was a one-off, it went off. Right. How recent? I mean, if there's footprints, recent, like.
Not that recent.
Okay.
It's not like it happened today or yesterday, but within the last month or 2 months, yeah, potentially.
Okay.
I mean, there was that guy who was cursed with the the necklace of fireballs we saw. So I'm guessing that this was this guy.
Very true. That's very astute.
Yeah.
Kyros doesn't put that together. / understand what you mean. Why? What do you mean? I got it.
Checking, is there any magical trap left over, at least apparent on the surface?
Nope.
Okay. And we don't think this one's consecrated because the Nerdagons sucked?
Well, if it once was, it's not anymore because it's been opened.
Okay.
All right. Should we take a look-see?
Tiptoe through the soot.
Yep.
Sure.
Yeah, you can even glance in with the lid being ajar. The body is missing its head, and there's no remaining treasure in the sarcophagus.
Oh, they took the head.
Yeah, gross.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
you could say they were trying to stay ahead of the trap.
I suppose you could. I wouldn't, but you could.
Yeah. So.
So wait, that tomb was only there for me to insert a pun? Yes, that's correct.
I like that.
Hey, I got to build up the inspiration somehow. We don't the bad guys winning.
It's true.
I draw a little cross-eyed, frowny face in the soot.
In the soot, okay. Little X eyes.
Yeah. A little durr.
All right, next tomb. The next crypt is empty and has no sarcophagus. The murals and painted ceiling tell the story of a young man traversing the islands and waters of Thylea. The man, however, is absent from the final panel. It simply shows a grieving woman looking across a stormy sea from a palace balcony.
Aww.
The inscription on this one reads Gregor Curath. And unlike the other tombs, this one, it doesn't even have any marble pillars. The body, as Kyrah explains, of Gregor was never found. Although his tomb was prepared, it's always been empty.
Waiting for him. Wow. So again, more of a memorial tomb for this one. Okay, cool.
Okay, 3 more left.
12th tomb.
The next tomb is in good condition compared to most of the others. The murals are bright, the paint has not completely faded, and the images adorning the walls and the sarcophagus depict a man who is equal parts sailor and king. He wears a breastplate adorned with a maelstrom symbol, or maelstrom swirl, which you guys know is the symbol of Sidon. The inscription reads, Nicholas Phobos, blessed of Sidon. Kyrah explains that Nicholas was the very last of the Dragonlords. He ruled and died about 1 century ago, and though the order had long been corrupted at that point, in his lifetime, Nicholas swore fealty to Sidon as a symbolic gesture of peace. And he earned the blessing of the Titan. And then
what was his last name?
Phobos. Phobas. The Order of Sidon actually modeled themselves after this example. So the Order of Sidon was sort of born out of this act of the last Dragonlord.
So he's like the Jacques de Molay of this work.
This sarcophagus, this tomb, is not consecrated.
Man.
Is there anything magical? Yes, the sarcophagus itself gives off I'll even tell you what type of magic it gives off. It gives off a magic of type conjuration.
Conjuration.
It's
Okay.
very strong.
Something gonna pop up.
Yeah. Careful of the tomb.
Kind of fish man gonna pop up and kick our ass.
I mean, I defo don't like this guy. But yeah, that's going to be dangerous one way or the other.
Like you can actually tell, Naya, this is a magical trap.
It is a magical trap, yeah.
Opening the sarcophagus is going to trigger this thing if it's not disarmed.
Does it seem like you need magic to disarm it, or like as in dispel magic, or
something like that?
Certainly be worth a try, yeah.
It's outside of my power. I don't have that yet. Assessment. So
if we took a long rest,
I can dispel it by setting it off.
That's
you could.
No bad ideas, Kyros. We're gonna put that.
Yeah.
Everybody
put that
back
on
up.
a soot.
I can dispel it. I have advantage on the dex check if it's a dex save.
Okay.
If it's gonna polymorph me or something, I'm screwed. But
you want to do this now? We have 2 more stores to check out.
Yeah, let's.
God, we are just.
We'll finish at the food court. We'll all eat.
Okay.
And then
more.
Come back to the arcade after that. Yeah.
That's right.
I think I want to juice a smoothie or something.
Sure.
Some kind of kati pouch, maybe. Anyway.
I'm just going to go to Panda Express. You know what? They're fast. It's already made. I know it's not good for me, but what are you going to do?
I'm going to pick that new random.
13th too?
Yeah. I'm going to pick the new one that
hey,
isn't
look.
a name brand. Weird. I don't know why you're in a food court, but it'll last 2 weeks.
Next to the last tomb.
Lucky 13.
This massive tomb dwarfs all of the others in the necropolis.
Okay.
The pristine white marble mausoleum is supported by immense serpentine pillars, and as you draw closer, you realize these pillars are actually statues that have been carved in the shapes of dragons.
Cool. It's better than what I thought you were going to say.
Oh. They're actual dragons, and they're not happy that you're here.
Yeah, I thought it was just going to be a pillar of snakes, just writhing snakes.
I thought so too.
What would be so wrong with that?
Nothing. Just it would have been alarming that they're not on a head. That says
right.
That's how snakes go.
Where else would you keep snakes but on a head? Right.
Good recovery, Kyros.
Yeah. This is the tomb of Balmetria. And unlike most of the art in the necropolis, the mosaics that line the walls and ceilings here are pristine. They're almost new in appearance. The panel closest to the entrance depicts 5 majestic dragons, 1 silver and 4 bronze, soaring through the heavens. A formidable human warrior is mounted on each dragon. The next mosaic is dominated by the coast of Thylea, and while the bronze dragons remain aloft, the silver dragon in this mural is shown making landfall on this new continent. Her rider greets a haggard-looking group of humans on the shore, and subsequent mosaics show human civilization on the continent blossoming from tiny towns to great walled cities under the leadership of the Dragonlords.
Okay. This is like every first Thanksgiving picture you've ever seen. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I frown more and more at each one of these absolutely whitewashed murals.
A huge marble block rests at the center of this mausoleum. Supposedly, that's where the body of Balmetria is interred. About 15 feet long, 10 feet wide, 5 feet high. And Kyrah explains that the story goes that the block cannot be moved except by one of the Titans or by one of the 5 gods, but none of them are willing to disturb the rest of Balmetria.
You think you could move it, Kyros?
Kind of looks at Kyrah like, sounds like someone here could move it. Maybe I have her horn.
I mean, this grave's got to be like hella consecrated, right? Or
right?
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So skip it.
It's clean.
Okay.
It's very clean.
We got one more, and then a cavalcade of monsters and traps to go back around to.
Sadie's in here with a broom. Sadie's cleaning up.
Oh, hey, Sadie.
Paint here and there.
Sadie.
Hey there, guys. You need a trinket? Want to roll a D100?
Okay.
Pull something out of my bag for you.
I never.
Good for now.
Right here, right now.
You know about
know.
the 14th tomb, Sadie? We're going there now. Xander's tomb. You heard about it?
Yeah, that's that one you got to go into. That's the big one. But in the meantime, if you need a trinket before you head in there, could be the last trinket you ever get.
I got the
might come in handy.
I got the 6.
Tomb, right?
A 6.
You got any?
Here, pal. Here's a solid blue metal sphere, 1 inch in diameter, and it has 3 parallel grooves around the circumference. There you go.
What do you got for a 72?
I love it.
Oh, there's a tiny bubble level that is calibrated incorrectly.
Nice.
Whoa.
So many uses.
Give it to a carpenter you hate.
Just when you think it's even, it's not.
49.
49. Yeah, here's a sliver from a spear said to have pierced the armpit of a saint.
I love it. This is some good shit.
That sounds like whenever people see like Jesus in their pancakes or whatever. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Waiter,
Are we
I
learning
ordered
that
these pancakes,
Sadie's
and there's Jesus in my pancake. Waiter.
Yeah.
Sadie's giving off strong pardoner vibes
Is
right
this
now.
what they meant about saving room for Jesus? Waiter. Sorry.
Give me 50 GP. The Sprite in a jar here will really absolve your sins. Don't worry about it.
All right. Well, I'll just be here cleaning up if you need any more trinkets.
Thanks.
Is there a save point near Sadie
saint,
too? Like,
which saint's armpit was pierced, by the way? Do you know, Sadie?
Let's see here. Saint Fingernail.
Saint Myrto.
What? Saint who?
Saint Fingernail.
Nice. Patron saint of fingernails.
Mm-hmm.
Saint Fingernail. Poor bastard.
There's a whole story behind that, but we don't have time for it.
Right.
The tomb of Xander's waiting for you.
Right. I'm going to bring this sliver with me. It's armpit piercing. Great. Okay. So we have to go in to check out the tomb? Is that what you're saying?
Well, the tomb of Xander. You ready for the last one?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Just to look at it, yeah.
Here we go. All right. So this tomb is made out of white marble. It's carved into the side of the mountain like the others, and it's sheltered by an imposing portico of weathered columns. The entrance to this sepulcher is blocked by a heavy chiseled slab, and it's flanked by 2 statues of sitting lions. The center of the slab is fitted with an inset bronze handle, and the pediment above the tomb is engraved with the name Xander, amidst intricate vines and laurel leaves.
You said there are 2 statues of lions?
Yeah.
And they're large or huge?
They are large.
Any magic coming off of them or the slab
There's
itself?
not.
Okay.
There's no magic off the slab. And the only other thing that you notice here is that as part of Xander's tomb, there are actually 4 lesser tombs also built into his.
Okay.
They are adjacent, 2 on each side. And Kyrah explains that those were for his closest companions and friends. Each one is also sealed by a block of marble measuring 5 feet wide, 5 feet tall, and 5 feet thick. It looks like you could probably remove those as well with enough strength, but they don't have the handle to make it as easy. 3 of them have names inscribed on the tombs. One is Adius, one is Pericles, and one is Eustace. And the last tomb, which is actually slightly, the block is slightly ajar, so the tomb is open. It has the name Damon carved on it.
I knew it.
Oh.
I knew it.
Mm.
Bum, bum, bum. So is this consecrated?
This is not.
Oh, I was gonna say, I hope
Damon's tomb? Was Damon's tomb consecrated?
No.
It's crazy. I guess that's how he got out. But he didn't let his friends out. Maybe they're.
So here you go. Xander's tomb.
So, what do we think? Do we want to go right in here? Or do we want to go back and chop around?
Well,
Anybody have to go to the bathroom?
these this is the great labor part, right? Robbing this tomb. Doesn't
This
sound
one?
like great.
Specifically?
Yeah, I think so. So let's
do
that
you want to
first.
handle
and
that first? Then we have
if any
falling axe.
Indiana Jones traps start collapsing the whole thing, we'll miss out. Maybe.
I mean, should we check like maybe Damon's tomb first, or like is that rude to go check someone's grave when they're outside?
Is that his bed? I don't know.
I think we can leave his tomb. I just feel like he did us a solid little bit, right? So
I feel like we should at least ask his permission or something. I don't know.
on Xander's tomb, he knows where we're here.
Damon, I'm heading into your bedroom, man. Is that cool?
Dude, I just...
Anything we shouldn't look at?
Is there a pen? We just need a pen.
The folder marked tax stuff? Is that... We shouldn't go in there?
Is that... No?
Got it.
Hey, dude, your browser was open.
Don't look under my mattress, guys. Everything else is all right.
Okay. Well, yeah. Do we start with Xander? I was really unclear.
Well, what if we open Xander's tomb and then the other 3 open up and they're like, ah, ha, ha, we will protect the tomb and awaken the lions.
I guess that makes
and call out the other guys. He walked past.
The clay golem.
You triggered all the traps at once.
Puddings aren't fast.
Trapped it was.
We'll be fine.
Now you are, how they say, in the cabin in the woods.
Yeah. No,
the whole
we're being
Acropolis
smart.
just
We're
goes
actually...
up in a mushroom cloud.
Yeah.
And end of the campaign. Great playing with y'all.
Boom.
I thought we were being smart. We actually just put ourselves in a murder hole.
And Sidon puts down the dice and looks over at Lutheria and goes, 2 out of 3. We come back to the game. What do you guys want to do?
I guess be alert, but Kyros, what do you? I don't detect any magic, so I don't think
I think Xander's first. That's why we're here.
Okay.
It's got a handle.
Okay. So you're going to open up the big metal block with the bronze.
Yeah. He'll have a great sword I can use against the
Be ready, but...
Okay. You pull... it takes a little bit of effort, but you do pull that stone aside. It would take a successful DC 15 strength check under pressure, which we know Kyros is good for.
Mm-hmm.
When you pull the block aside, it reveals a hall. And the hall is dark and wet, and stone archways hold up the ceiling.
What? So water god. It's wet.
So there are some empty torch brackets that line the walls at regular intervals, and the floor descends in wide steps of interlocking stone. And back at the rear of the hall, there's a stairwell that leads down into the lower reaches of the tomb. Guarding the stairwell is a bronze statue of a kneeling, bull-headed minotaur. Not magical.
Not good. Okay. None of the other ones were like this, right?
This seems like it's very different.
Yeah.
hallway that leads back to steps. It's all very dark in here. You guys have a light source, right? You're using the
I cast light on one of the javelins. Just one that's on Kyros' back.
Yeah, the one when you light it up, the walls of the hallway are covered by colorful mosaics as well. They depict ancient battles against centaurs, cyclops, and six-armed gigans. And the Dragonlord Xander is depicted hewing the head of a basilisk with a mighty swing of his axe.
Wow.
He is shown with 3 warrior companions in these mosaics. Other illustrations in here show Xander and the Dragonlords coming to Thylea 5 centuries ago. The initial ones show great kings and queens granting Xander and his companions the ships and money needed to embark on a great voyage of discovery. Then the next ones show that the same depiction you saw with the 5 dragons and the riders, they're shown making an alliance with Xander. The central mosaic show the discovery of Thylea, and the final ones detail the war of conquest against the native inhabitants.
Yeah, all my countrymen. Cool.
There is an inscription above the stairs that reads, "Those who trespass in order to seek an audience with Xander Huarath must deal with the Horned Ones."
Lots of things have horns.
Power.
I mean, we don't really
So there
seek an
you
audience. We just
stand.
want his stuff.
Yeah.
We're not here for you, man. Just your stuff, actually.
So there you stand at the stairs leading down further underneath the tomb of Xander. Would you like to descend?
Yeah.
I will
I guess so.
That's why we're here.
start walking
Yeah.
down.
Okay.
I mean, we
You
can't really
descend
skip
into
this
the
one.
yawning tunnel below the stairway.
What's Kira's attitude? Does she stop at the door? Does she's still with us?
Yep, she's still with you. She's like, "Come on, you're here to do the job. Let's get it done."
She has her pen out.
I'm less sus of Kira because I take people at their word.
Oh, honey.
But I will ask her, like, is this it? This is what we're here to do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is it.
Do you have any conflicted feelings about this?
No. I mean, the Dragonlords obviously weren't a great organization, but
Thank you. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
maybe if you know, if your destiny is to fulfill a rebirth of the Dragonlords, you could do a little bit better of a job. I mean, the bar's pretty low, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, just looking at this group, you have better representation than we ever did.
Every day I wake up and don't genocide a bunch of minotaurs, I feel I'm doing it. So I think we're in the plus. So okay. Okay. That's the best sales pitch I've heard so far, Kira. Thank you.
Hey, you got to have if you have Xander's stuff, and his stuff is like of renown, you know, it's symbolic. You know, you can make a statement to say, "Hey, we're going to bring this back, but we're going to do it the right way."
Okay.
It's all about you guys.
The dragon
choosing.
Yep.
The choosing.
All right.
It's like when they make a series and it's like from the 70s and it's kind of awful, and then they do a remake and they do a lot better job with it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah.
All right. You descend into the
Channing
tunnel.
Tatum gonna turn up in this thing. Okay.
Yeah. Zac Efron.
Right.
You feel a penetrating cold seep through your armor, if you're wearing it, and into your bones. The air is choked with dust. Your footfalls echo through the silence, and after a short distance, you come to a fork in the tunnel, and you must choose which path you will take to continue onward. Wait, you take another glance. You perceive it's not just a fork in the tunnel. No, this is an underground catacomb maze. That's right, you have to navigate the maze underneath Xander's tomb to find his sarcophagus. Could there possibly be horned ones running about the maze?
Great.
Of course there could.
Great.
Can anyone
It's real
fly
typecasting.
and just cheat on this maze?
No.
Oh.
It's not.
I
It's
can
not one of
jump.
those open maze deals.
Damn.
No,
Yeah.
the ceilings even with the top.
It's not a
So
corn
use one of your
maze.
bullshit powers to look through all the walls.
Oh, yeah.
What's interesting is that
Just gotta
Naya
take a quick 8-level dip in Warlock.
Yep.
Naya just said, every day I don't wake up slaughtering minotaurs is a good
Shit.
day.
Well,
Why did you say that?
they were the ones I felt we've seen the most genocides of today.
Is that your doom?
Oh man.
Am I cursed to help you fulfill your doom?
The genocide of minotaurs.
Can you just take that band off? Like just a minute.
All right.
Kyrah explains that the minotaurs have already been genocided, and that the ones that are cursed to guard the tomb are like technically the last of their kind.
Oh, good. That's even better.
So
the white rhino is what we're facing. Great.
Kyrah, I can tell from your tone of voice that you think you helped, so thank you.
She likes that one. She jots that down. Yeah, that's a good quote.
Okay, who's ready to slaughter minotaurs and try and solve an impossible maze where we'll die down here?
So, unless anybody has any like special abilities, this is group survival check time.
Oh, I'm good at those.
Oh,
Hey.
I'm good.
Everybody's like, "Oh, this is gonna be
Well,
easy."
Yeah.
We got 3 Outlander
twos. Right.
Oh, man, if I could just roll above a 10 on skill checks.
Everybody, give me a survival.
I did all right. 17.
Oh.
All right, Nyrix with a 17.
Yep.
Yes, I will.
Oh,
Andromeda?
I have a 9.
I also have a 9.
Okay, not so great.
I rolled-
Kyros,
I rolled
not
a
so great.
3.
Right. Okay.
I rolled a 6, so you did better than me on your... Naya's going to save us.
Naya?
I rolled a 25.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay. Oh, it's all coming down to Delta.
16.
Oh,
pretty good.
You also have inspiration, too.
Okay. So, let's see here. You successfully navigate, so you end up... all right. So you wind your way through some of the passages of the maze, and as you enter the maze proper, you hear this loud booming voice echo throughout the maze. Oh, I smell Dragonlords. I hate Dragonlords. Graxus the Minotaur will end this infestation. I'm coming to find you. I can smell you. You hear clopping of feet echoing throughout the maze.
Uh-huh.
We'll help you find them and kick their asses. We hate them too.
It's gonna be this time where Andromeda's gonna cast Pass Without a Trace.
Nice.
Oh, Pass Without Trace?
That's good.
Yeah. So.
Okay. You can almost
Also-
roll stealth checks now. Okay.
I'd like to flavor my 25 on survival as more of like a prophecy thing where like the eyes go white, all the ice and frost that's been gathering on my hair snaps off, and I just levitate just an inch off the ground and say, "That way," and then read.
Very good. Okay.
It's a lot just to point a direction.
Oh, did I do it again? I'm sorry. You guys could record it on something. I'm just very embarrassed.
At the direction of Naya, you navigate the passage of the maze, and you arrive in a circular chamber, which has a domed ceiling with an oculus that lets in some light from above. The chamber is dominated by a large stone sarcophagus, which is engraved with gilded letters. The floor at the foot of the sarcophagus is covered by an old but beautifully woven rug. The rug depicts Xander conquering a race of bull-headed minotaurs. One of the creatures kneels at Xander's feet with a peace offering held above his head. And the inscription on the sarcophagus is written in Draconic.
I speak Draconic.
Oh, well then, Nyrix, you could read Xander Hurath, first of his order, written on the sarcophagus.
Written in Draconic. Xander Hurath, first of his order, guys. That's what it says. This is the place. Do you want to look at it with your magic eyes, Naya?
Yes. Although by now it's probably been more than... actually, how long does Detect Magic last? An hour? If it's an hour, I'm probably good. If it's more than that... 10 minutes. Yeah, for sure. I'll just do the ritual again before we start messing with anything. So it'll take me 10 minutes, but...
Yes. The rug is magical.
Okay. Kyros, take 9 temporary hit points.
Thank you.
Buff up our front line.
Temp, there we go.
The rug is magical. Okay.
That's going to murder us.
And this circular chamber is a bit of a dead end. As you're taking a look around the chamber itself, there's only this one entrance you've entered into. There's no other exit. But there is something back set into the wall behind the sarcophagus. It looks like it's some type of lever.
Okay.
Right now it's in an up position, and it can be moved down into a lower position.
Does it seem obviously placed, or does it appear to be something that is tucked away?
Yeah, no, it doesn't seem like it's meant to be concealed at all. It's just sort of there.
It's not like.
Is there any sort of like mechanism that we could tell what the lever does?
If there is, it must be behind the stone walls.
Any scrape marks or breezes coming out from around it or anything? Just kind of walk around it and investigate a little bit closer first.
You look around it a little bit, and you do notice, sort of in the dust that has settled on the floor here, there are some large hoof prints that look like that, sort of frequents this area of the lever often.
Okay.
So maybe it opens into another way down or something. Let's maybe all gather by the lever, before we lower it, just so we're all in the safe zone in case the floor opens up or something crazy.
Okay.
Just a suggestion.
Maybe we leave touching the lever for a last.
I'm just saying, if and when we do open it, maybe we make sure we're where we see footprints that haven't gone away suddenly.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, it could be like open it and everybody else falls in a trap or some shit.
Okay.
Considering.
So you're all going to gather around it and.
Yeah. What?
Well, as a last option, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's explore this tomb first.
Can I tell what school the rug, school of magic, the rug represents? Or school. Could be the University of Pitt. Could be,
Yeah, let's see. It is of school transmutation.
Transmutation.
Eastern Saskatchewan Technical College of Transmutation.
Go Basilisks. Or probably Minotaurs, right? Let's be.
Yeah, go Minotaurs. What's their chant? Genocide! Rah rah rah!
Naming your sports mascot after an indigenous species that you massacred? No, I can't believe that. That pushes the bounds of fantasy.
So when they lose a big game, it's the Minotaurs were killed off again. Slaughtered just like they were.
Oh, your beat sports reporting is very accurate.
And an amazing upset.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Just keep going around in circles. Okay, well, what do we see? What do we want to do?
Yeah, the Minotaur offering something, is it like a physical thing or is it just on the the mural? Like, is it actually offering like some kind of? Is it another javelin? Because we've got enough javelin.
No, it's probably like some ceremonial golden horn or some Minotaur cultural thing.
Sure. Okay.
Do we think the rug is a trap or something that's going to spring to life?
I am worried about it.
No one's on the rug, right? No one's crossed on top of it?
Not yet.
It's only...
Not yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, we can always cast Dispel Magic with Kyros.
If it's a spell. Right, with Kyros. Sorry. Yes. God, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I took the crown off for a second to scratch my head.
I got
Put
you.
it back on. Gotcha. Okay. Well,
or we can flip the switch first. But I do think we should make sure we're done with the sarcophagus itself first. Anybody?
Right. Well, you have to get close to it. You have to get on that rug.
Yeah.
Right.
Go behind it.
How high is
the ceiling? The rug's just in front of it on one side. So.
Oh, okay.
How high is the ceiling?
Yeah.
It's probably relatively high since it's a domed room, so I'd say probably about 20 feet at its highest point.
So, does the sarcophagus have a lid like the top, like these others have had?
Mm-hmm.
Something that can slide off. So, can I fly above and try and move it without touching on the rug or getting on the floor in any way?
Yeah, you could try that.
All right. Do you want to check for that, like athletics, or?
Nope, because you fly up and you reach down and you touch sarcophagus lid and your hand sticks to it. It's like, why can't I get my hands up? Oh,
I know why. It wants to eat me.
Roll for initiative, everybody.
Yay.
You found the false tomb.
I did.
Oh.
And I rolled a 2 for my initiative. So, but I do have an inspiration. Might be worth using. Oh, no. 6.
All right, let's see.
Is my total.
6, Nyrix? All right, Andromeda, what are you
at? 15.
15 for Andromeda. Delta?
16.
Oh, 16 for Delta. Kyros?
6.
Okay.
Right there with you.
Yep.
We always have a tie every initiative. Do we not? Like, has there ever been one where we haven't had a tie?
I don't think so.
Not that
Naya?
Not 10 episodes, no.
18.
18.
Naya's prophetic awareness again. No, wait, don't. Oh.
Yep. I saw this going wrong right before it happened.
Wait, no. Oh.
Treasure can't hurt you.
I can predict 2 seconds into the future, so it's not super useful, but it is like it comes in a little handy sometimes.
Naya, the sarcophagus, grows teeth and looks like it's going to eat your friend. What do you want to do?
Whatever. Right.
Naya, what's wrong? Oh.
Yes. Ooh. I think that's got to be. That's not concentration. So this is. So I will. Alarmed, I will take a step back to probably closer to the door that we came in through, and then. Eyes blanch white, the whole tempest effect. You guys get it by now. And I will call upon the fates to guide my hands and those of my friends and cast Bless at 2nd level to get everybody but me.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
So
it's going to help a lot.
Delta, Andromeda, and Nyrix for sure. I would have stuck to 3 and maybe omitted Andromeda, but no, you're going to need to get off of that lid. And that's going to be at least a check, so...
Yeah, it's going to be an escape check, I imagine. I think that's how it goes.
And so this might action. Yeah, just move back towards the open door that we came in, and that's it. That's my turn.
Okay. Next up is the Mimic.
Rubble.
Oh, let's see. The Mimic has a couple of actions that it can do. It's like, boy, do you know how long I've been sitting here just waiting hungrily for something to come along?
So you're using your action to ask rhetorical questions. I approve.
Yeah,
it's good. We should get to know each other before you try and eat me.
Don't be afraid of flavor in combat, guys. That's what I want you to say. Yeah, just
like let's get to know each other.
Just
spend
a turn
for a bit.
Yeah.
At last, I have you. One of those, you know.
Being a mimic down here in a underground tomb maze is a real dying industry. You know what I mean?
It's it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. Oh man.
I wish I could find things more livid about it. Hungry? I don't know. All right, a bite attack then.
Okay.
Oh, it only hits AC 8.
No, oh well, that's a bite bullet there.
Yeah.
Okay. So it bites and it misses. Next up, Delta. Delta, you've got a mimic sarcophagus going hungry hippos at Nyrix.
So a mimic, you would say, is a creature, correct?
Yeah, it's definitely a creature. It's a monstrosity, which I do seem to recall is important to some here.
So, I would like to use my petrifying gaze to paralyze it until the end of its next turn.
Nice.
I guess that means I need a check, huh?
It doesn't say that there's a check.
Oh, really? What? It's just a thing you do?
Oh wait, hold on. I had to. Okay. Creature you can see within 3 feet. DC 8 concentration throw. Okay.
Yeah, it increases as you go up.
Okay. Now I see. Yeah. So yes, you do have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. All right. This thing gets a +2. What's the DC?
Only 8.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah. I was like, wait a second, what?
Roll a 1. Help her out.
It rolled a 13.
Dang.
Oh.
Forces? Oh, interesting. There's a lot more to that you had to click on to see. Okay. Well, now I know for next time. All right. And then as my bonus, I would like to cast Shadow Blade.
Okay. All right. After Delta, I'm assuming, are you moving in on this thing this turn, Delta, or are you going to wait until...
I'm going to stay back a bit.
Fair enough. At 15, Andromeda.
So, since it's a monstrosity, Andromeda will use her Amazonian battle cry as a bonus action.
Okay.
Which means I get advantage on my favorite enemy type.
Yeah.
And I'll shoot it full of arrows.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh. So first attack is a... Oh. Well, it's a 25 without the D4. I rolled a 4.
Yep, that's a hit.
So I'm gonna get D8 damage. So that's 11 points of damage.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
That hurts.
I'm gonna whack him again because I get 2 attacks. Haha.
All right. Let's do it.
So that's 22 to hit. Was that a hit?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I love how you really asked the question.
Sure.
I was looking at my sheet and not you guys' faces, so I don't know what you were saying.
No.
And that's another 12 points of damage.
Okay. Mimic is bloodied in a mess. Anything else, Andromeda, that you would like to do to ruin this Mimic's day?
I think I mean I do have Nicodemus.
Oh. All right. What's Nicodemus do?
Nicodemus is gonna do his little talent attack. I guess the talent attack would try to take out try to help Nyrix claw his way out of the from unsticking to the Nimic.
Okay.
But that's only a 10 to hit.
Oh, not a hit. The Mimic's naturally tough hide, being a sarcophagus, the talons can't break through and cause any damage. And I suppose you're just going to hang to the back, Andromeda, with your cool bow and all cool with your damage and stuff. Yeah, okay.
my cool average bow.
Yeah, right. All right, Kyros and/or Nyrix, you're both at 6.
What's your bonus, Andy?
For Dex is +2.
+4. +3 for Dex, +4 for initiative. I'm just going to try and get away from this thing. Yeah. Do I need to make an escape check?
Yeah, so you're considered grappled. It's just an escape.
Right.
Whatever you want to use for your escape.
So acro or athletics. So I will do acro because I have a bonus for that one. But I also have bless. Right? Ability checks. Is that right? Okay, good. I need it. I'm going to use that inspiration because a 10 is probably not going to get me out of this, right?
That is correct. It is a DC 13.
All right, let me just re-roll this then with that inspiration you gave me. Oh, okay, yeah. So that is a 17.
All right, you've escaped.
Great.
You pulled yourself free.
I will. So but I'm still adjacent to him, right?
You can be.
Yep. So if I need to get away from him, I will draw an attack. Use my action. Too many bonus action spells. Except healing word. That's not going to do anything. So I'm going to try and fly away from him. Actually, so I'm gonna draw an attack of opportunity. My AC is 15.
15. Mm-hmm. Well, +5 is a 17.
Ba-bam!
It hits you for 7 bludgeoning damage.
Ow!
And you get stuck to it again.
What a jerk.
Not so fast, you. Didn't I mention I'm hungry?
Yeah, he did say that. Is he speaking to me in Draconic? Is that what it is? Or is it Minotaur? Or what's he speak? Is he actually talking to me, or are we just playing?
Monstrosity.
He speaks monstrosity. Do you speak monstrosity?
It probably would be Draconic for effect.
Sure.
Great. Okay. Well, I guess I got mine. I learned something today. I think we all learned
Kyros.
something today, didn't we?
Your friend was unstuck and then restuck.
No. You had it.
I know. It's terrible. I've been burned an inspiration to get away.
I will attack it.
I'm good with a side of lion with my with my bird.
I'll swing at it with my great axe. 21 to hit.
Oh, that's a hit.
That's a great axe, all right.
Or,
kabam.
For 9 slashing damage.
Okay. How do you kill it?
Slice the pseudopod that's holding Nyrix.
Mm-hmm.
And then kind of just bring it back down. Do like a kind of a boomerang motion to slice through the middle. Be like, you don't have treasure.
That's what you're mad about. I love it.
Kyrah writes that quote down too. She said, "Oh, that's another good one."
Hilarious. Thank you. Sorry, guys.
You've defeated the false tomb.
Yay.
Oh, but unfortunately, your treasure is somewhere else in the dungeon.
So, what about this rug? Interesting.
Poke it with a trident or something, Kyrah.
Okay. I'll poke the rug.
Oh, it tries to wrap up your trident.
No!
Throw it away.
Stop it! I hate rugs. It's a consistency across all my player characters.
Yep.
I hate rugs that move.
We're close to our time here, but you want to stop now? Lever in the back of the room. You want to pull it? Just leave it alone.
I bet it leads to the true tomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say let's leave it off with pressing the lever and seeing what's immediately
and free falling into space at the end of the episode.
Yeah, let's kick in the flavor text.
You push down the lever, and you can hear faintly as if some grinding noises and a mechanism behind the wall stop.
Stop.
And I guess you'll have to navigate the tomb to see what you may have turned off next time when we finish up the necropolis and the tomb below Xander. And I don't know, maybe go fight some golems because these people were insane and suicidal.
Perfectly peaceful golems.
I want that 500 gold piece breastplate.
Oh, it better be something
some good stuff in this too.
Yeah, it better be better than a 500 gold piece breastplate.
All right, we're so close. We're so close. The end of the necropolis is also the end of Act 1. So you are so close.
Very good.
But we'll finish it up next time and maybe even starting on Act 2.
Awesome.
Nice. Hooray. Thanks for running.
No problem. Thank you guys for playing.
Yay.
Anything we have to say before we end this round of shenanigans?
Let's see. Be safe, be kind. Star Wars tomorrow. Star Chasers on Wednesday. That's all I have to say.
Happy Pride.
Like, subscribe, comment, hit a button, smash a bell.
Watch out for furniture that wants to eat you.
Yeah. Stupid mimics.
Smash a bell.
And happy Pride, everyone. Yay.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride, everyone.
Happy Pride.
Hey, roll for a trinket this week. You never know what you're going to get.
That's right.
That's right. I have an armpit piercing, Saint armpit piercing spear sliver. That's a mouthful. Gotta work it into one of these poems. Okay.
Thanks, everybody.
Yay.
Have a great day.
Next time.
Nope, wrong button.